Let me connect it.
Yeah.
Which one? What did you buy for me? Was in one flavor. Let me see now. See the little one that's for it. What is that? What is that?
Hello, guys. It's time to start.
Hi.
Mute your audio back, okay? I know you are hearing me.
Hello.
All right. Let's start.
Hello.
I can hear you. Nice one, Patrick. Can hear you guys loud and clear, and I know you guys can hear me. This is our first orientation meeting, and from henceforth, for every new business partner that is going to come on board, this is the first meeting we're going to show them. All right. Now, I had to put this together to help all of us start from the basics, right? Then secondly, I also realized that a lot of us don't listen to the audio that I have given us. It's either we're not listening to it or we're listening to it, but we're not putting it into practice. You see, there's no point giving us materials to listen to for religious sake if you're not going to use them, all right? Now, I used to say something in the meeting. You see, if you want to know how somebody knows something or how a person has a particular knowledge in a particular thing, it's in the results that that person can create with the knowledge he has. All right. So there's no point giving us audios to listen to that will help our business. At the end of the day, we'll just stock them up without going through them or making use of them, basically. All right. So it's actually not healthy for our business individually and collectively. All right. Now, probably I want to design a system whereby we will be taking this training almost at least once in a week. All right. And I will not be the one to always take them. So for those of us who are on board right now, basically listening to me, I want you to pay rapt attention so that because I can call anybody up any week, basically, that this week you're going to, so person is going to take us on our first orientation meeting, basically, all right? So I want you to listen with rapt attention, follow every slide with keen attention and understanding. Anything you don't understand, always call my attention back so that I explain it, your understanding. Would that be nice? That'd be nice, right?
Very, very nice.
All right, beautiful. Now, let's continue. Of course, all of us, we already know who I am, and a few things you need to know about me. So there's no much explanation on that. And basically, I refuse to write some things for now, but bottom line, this guy is super mentor, right? He's the fellow in the he's an engineer also, and that has to do with academic world. And he has coached and mentored a lot of people to peak performance, over 2,000 people already, and the record escalating by the day. And you see, who we are in G17, every one of us needs to understand the capacity of what G17, the capacity we carry as a group, basically, all right? Now, who are we in G17? We are, please, everybody mute your microphone, please. We are a knowledge-based group called G17. Now, G17 simply means Group 2017, which all of us already know, basically, all right? Now, our current partner, Longrich, is the highest rewarder in the health and beauty industry at the moment, the industry we call the multi-level marketing industry, all right? Longrich, for now, sincerely speaking, is the highest rewarder. But you see, your approach basically to what we are doing here basically determines what you get out of it, in more sincere note, all right? Now, what we do basically is we leverage our social capital for great rewards, all right? My big boss, big man, usually said, you see, you don't need money to make more money in this business. The only money you need is the money to get you started. The only thing you need to make money in this business is your social capital. And you see, whether you want to agree with me or not, we all have social capital. All right? Now, so it doesn't matter if you agree with me or not, basically, all of us have social capital. All right? And you can use your social capital to your own advantage or to your disadvantage. All right? Now, I don't know why I'm hearing myself, but it's okay. All right. Now, let me show us. You see, G17 is way different from Longrich. All right. We are not Longrich. We will never be Longrich, and we can never be Longrich. All right. Now, G17, like I told us, is a knowledge-based group basically, and we focus on educating, wealth education, wealth creation, and what have you. You already know them, isn't it? System building, succession planning, and part of the courses I've designed specifically for G17 that will guarantee your success in Longrich is what I am teaching you right now, all right? And like I said earlier, this forms the basis for every new person that is coming on board, basically. So you need to listen with rapt attention, all right? This guarantees your success. If you follow everything I'm going to tell you here, A to Z, I can guarantee you over 100% success, all right? The only way you will not be successful in Longrich is if you think you can do it in your own way, at your own time, with your own knowledge. Trust me, it is not going to serve you, all right? Now, G17 and Longrich, basically, right? Now, G17 chose the company paying the best reward for our social capital, right? Now, and secondly, G17 combines the generous reward scheme with a network strategy. That's the generous reward scheme from Longrich with a network strategy that works for you and me as a true and ultimate plan B source of income, all right? Now, we also collectively provide infrastructure and support to enable members like you succeed in networking and thus earn maximum. Please mute your microphones. As soon as you come on board, mute your microphones. If you want to talk, I think there's an option there. You can raise your hand. I will see you if you want to talk. Does that make any sense? All right. And if you have any question, you can raise your hand, ask your questions before we continue. You can actually pause me, stop me, ask your questions, then we continue. I hope that is clear enough, all right? Because I need each and every one of us to get every details I'm going to share tonight. All right? Now, so why do we choose Longrich as our vehicle in G17 today? I'll run through a few things. Number one, because of their several diverse color cosmetics and their skincare products, basically, that's part of the reasons. And these are the things we use. And secondly, is because of their personal care items, basically, all right? Now, all these personal care items, we use them to look after our outer health and our well-being with the complete range of their personal care products that have been designed to make us look good, feel great, smell even better, providing confidence and freshness that well-groomed and that well-groomed look, basically. All right. Now you see they have a wide range varieties of products that contains natural organic products that offer amazing benefits for our hair, not just hair, our skin, not just skin, or our entire body. All right. Now that's part of the reasons why we decided to do business with Longrich. Now, apart from that, they also give us natural nutritional supplements, basically. Now, I want to talk a little bit more about the nutritional supplements part, all right? Now, most of us neglect supplements, all right? And it is not always, it is not nice, really, if you neglect food supplements. And I want to do a little bit deeper notes or lecture or teachings on the importance of taking supplements religiously every day. All right. Now, you know, most supplements are preventives. They are not curatives. All right. And it's usually always better to prevent than to cure. All right. Now, this is Dr. Linus Pauling. He's a two-time Nobel Prize winner, all right? Now, he declared that nearly all disease can be traced to a particular nutritional deficiency, all right? Now, let me break it down a little bit, right? Now, he also went further to say, he said the doctor of the future will not give drugs. They will give good nutrition, all right? Now, he said good nutrition is the medicine for the future. Let your food be your medicine, all right? But you and I know that, you see, the way we cook our food, we put a lot of fire on our food to get the balanced diet that we get, all right? But you see, our body doesn't require balanced diet. It only requires nutrients, not balanced diet. It's our taste bud that makes us believe that what the body needs is balanced diet, basically. I'll do a deep talk about that. Probably it might help somebody start taking food supplements serious, all right? Now, this is the next major trend, wellness, all right? Now, products and services are provided mostly to healthy people to make them feel healthier, look better, slow down the effects of aging, and prevent or even cure diseases. Now, everybody wants to be a customer to age without growing old, all right? To look younger and live much longer, all right? Now, if you see, when you see two people, everybody wants to claim seniority, isn't it? But if they tell them, okay, you're old, they want to frown at it. Everybody wants to be a customer to age, but they don't want to grow old, all right? Now, you see, the reason for wellness is this. The deepest cravings of human is to live a healthy, vibrant life at its fullest, and we can do that. Right? Now, taking control of their health rather than sickness is controlling their health for them. And we can actually do that, basically, all right? Now, I met a man in California in 2014 who told me something I will never forget. He said, the reason why people die early is because we eat everything. Not everything that tastes good to your taste bud is actually good for your body. All right, and that's why you see the body contains 70% of water, but most of the things that we take daily are solid. All right. Now the truth is this: most people do not achieve this level of wellness with just the normal orthodox drugs alone. You see, as little and as small as Panadol is, the side effect is more than what it does to the body, or for the body, basically. Now, what it does to the body is way, way bigger than what it does for the body, basically, all right? Now, we can't achieve this level of wellness with just orthodox drugs like this junkie you're seeing, basically, always even ready to take another pill, all right? Now, if you check very well, our body has a natural healing ability that God has put into it right from our formation, basically, that has been with it since creation. It is called self-healing, all right? What's this self-healing, basically, all right? Now, you see, the scripture said something, the psalmist saying in Psalm, he said, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. how marvelous are thy works, talking about God. Now, when I sat down and thought about this for a few minutes, how can the psalmist say we are fearfully and wonderfully made? What's the definition of fearful? What's the definition of wonderful, basically? All right. Now, I usually said something. You see, life rewards you according to your definition. All right. There's nothing constant. Shakespeare said something in one of his books. He said, "There's nothing either good or bad, but our thinking makes it so." I was asking them in Lagos yesterday, will you doubt the fact that there are some foods that are acceptable to be eaten in Lagos State that Kogi people see it as abomination? They all said yes. All right. Now, the same way there are food that Kogi people eat that is their natural food, basically, that is an abomination probably in Lagos. All right. Now, it doesn't mean that the people of Lagos, basically, their own food is bad, or the people of Kogi people, food is bad, basically. But you see, these are two different classes of people, and there are two different levels of thinking, basically. All right. So, and the truth of the matter is this: our body is our greatest asset for our total healing. Now, you see, God put in it a natural system called designed to keep us free from all sicknesses, called the immune system. And that's why you see, if your immune system is very, very strong, there's no sickness on earth that can penetrate through it. Now, most sicknesses penetrate through the immune system by weakening the immune system. And you see, our immune system become weak because of the kind of food that we feed the cells in our body with. All right. Now, and we call them balanced diet anyway. So it might not be bad food. It might be even the good food that we all crave for and pay heavily for, basically. All right. Now, how we eat, this is how we eat. We feed on diets, what we call balanced diet. But you see, the cells in our body that is responsible for you looking younger, you see, some people say there's a particular sickness that comes with age. It's a lie. It's a lie. There's no sickness that comes with age. All right. Why? Because you see, when the cells that are responsible for our wellness, all right, start dying, they are starved of nutrients. Basically, you feed them with balanced diet, of which the way we cook our food kills all the nutrients before they come out. You see, these cells start dying, which will definitely lead to cellular atrophy, all right, and which causes premature aging and sicknesses, all right. And that's why you see, by the time you have plenty accumulation of dead cells, basically, it will definitely lead to a particular ailment. And it might not come in your 30s, it might not come in your 40s, probably it will come in your 50s. And you see, people, what a poor man does not understand, they call it scam, they call it Illuminati, they give it name to make it look like, okay, it is something, it has a reason. Let me tell you something. The reason why people have all these sicknesses, basically, eventually at the end of the day, is because, you see, we starve and kill ourselves even before we get to those age. And you see, by the time we get to that age, there's a law of the universe called the law of cause and effect. It's the same law called the law of karma. You see, there is no effect without a cause. All right? And that's why, you see, you can't, I posted something earlier on, you can never fly without gravity. You can't. You must have gravity to fly. You can never become successful without challenge. To wish the hardship and the challenges away is to wish your wealth, your results, your affluence, your abundance away. All right. So we need to set good courses for ourselves now that we have this knowledge at our fingertips, so that we can have good effects. All right. Now, somebody called me from Kano and said he just saw my picture on Facebook and he said, "How comes I look younger?" I said, "Oga, is your eye?" He said, "No, that the way he saw me in 2014 is the same way I still am." And I said, "I don't know. Probably is the supplements I'm taking." All right. When I got on board Longrich, or over 60 to 70% of the products I collected, all of them were supplements, and I take them on a daily basis. All right. Now, considering the amount of food needed to achieve this optimal level of nutrients to the cell, basically, you see, there is simply no way you can achieve that optimal level of nutrients through our food, because you see, a paradigm has been set for us on the way we eat already. All right. to come and change over, it's not something you can change overnight. It takes time, all right? So if we desire to decrease our risk of developing a chronic disease, basically, or reversing and treating the existing disease, we must simply supplement our diet. We must supplement our diet. Take, for instance, if a man above 35, 40 basically want to control prostate cancer, he will have to eat raw tomato, at least 5 bulbs every day. All right. There is no way anybody can achieve that based on our busy schedules and busy life. All right. Now, panty liner in Longrich can take care of that for you for the rest of your life. So why would you want to supplement it, for instance? All right. So you see, we are what we eat. All right. Our food is our medicine. What goes through our mouth is our medicine, and it's the same thing that kills us. All right. Now, if the doctors of today basically do not become nutritionists, all right, very soon the nutritionists of today will become the doctors of tomorrow. Now, this was said by Peter Atherton and Dr. Peter. Now, the number one network marketing company and wellness company basically is Longrich for now. All right. Now, Longrich Bioscience for a beautiful life. They call it better life, better future. It was a better life. I was supposed to type there, not beautiful life or beauty life. All right. Now, what is your why in this business? You see, you see, how strong your why is particularly determines what you do to guarantee your success in this business. All right. Now, name it. All right. How strong your why is basically determines what you achieve, how far you go in this business, basically. All right. I don't know your why. Time might not permit me to ask us individually. All right. But you know the reason why you even paid that money to start Longrich in the first place. All right. Now let me go run through this. Probably your why might be say, okay, I want to start working from home. I want scholarship. I want personal fulfillment. I want to meet new people. I want recognition where over 10,000 people are gathered and they recognize me. Can we all hear me?
Maybe not.
Hello, can we all hear me? Can we all hear me?
What do you take there? What do you take there before this one?
Hello, can we all hear me?
Yeah, you're not hearing me.
They bring the internet from inside already. Hello, are we there?
Yes, we're here.
Hello. Sorry, I think I was having a bad network. Can we all hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I had to switch over to my phone, and some people started calling my line, and on the network side misbehaving. Sorry about that. Where did we stop, please?
About the benefit of and what you can, your why as you can accomplish.
Okay.
We'll stop on your why.
Okay, beautiful.
Absolutely.
So let's mute our mic again. All right. Now, you see, I was saying, I don't know probably the reason why you started Longrich. But you see, if you go through all these whys here, all right, probably you might have one or two or even three or four or as many whys basically as to the reason you started business with Longrich. All right. Now, for most people, can we all mute your mic, please? Mute your mic.
This one.
Big Daddy, mute your microphone, please. I've helped him. All right. So basically, if you go through all these whys, yours might be time freedom, extra cash, scholarship, or be your own boss, financial freedom, debt free, to travel, and all. Right. Whose mic is still on? All right. So if you go through them, basically, all right, you might have one or two or three or four. You see, but you see, until you have a why that is strong, that you can go all in, that you can do anything and sacrifice everything for, you see, success in this business is still far away from you. And you see, one of the reasons why people don't succeed in network marketing basically is because, you see, they are not doing what they are told to do. They are doing what they want to do so that they can achieve the kind. And you see, if you want to do what you want to do, basically, you only achieve your own kind of result. And you see, but if you're not seeing the kind of result you want or you anticipated before you even started the business in the first place, all right, that is an indication that what you know does not work here, all right? Because the only way you can show to us that you know a particular thing is in the result. And that's why you see, I gave out a lot of audios to a lot of us who have started, and I asked, okay, pass these materials on to as many people that get on board. But how many of us for the past 1, 2, or 3 months basically have finished all the audios? At least once, all of them. And you're putting them practically into practice, all right? You might not answer me, but answer yourself, all right? There are a lot of wealth of information that personally I cannot teach you, but these are successful people who have put all their thoughts, their experiences, and their intellect in a particular material that can help your business. But most of us are too busy to go through it, but we want the result in network marketing. You see, the word itself, the word speaks for itself. You see, if you want to have that net worth, basically, you must do the network. You must do the work. You can't take the work away from it. And the work is just simple things that you need to do consistently with dedication every day, basically. All right. Now, you see, one of my best quotes ever is this: don't let small minds convince you that your dreams are too big. All right? Never, ever, ever let small minds convince you that your dreams are too big. Now, if you have ever listened to the audio I gave on Dare to Win and Work to Win by Dr. Tom Barrett, basically, all right? If you have ever listened to that audio, it will help your network marketing business a lot. It will really, really be of help to you. Boris! All right. Now, you see, let's go to the reward scheme. All right. None of us have questions so far, right?
No.
Nobody has questions so far, right? There's only one person that answered me out of 18 of us. All right.
No question for now.
All right. Let's continue then. Now, you see, let me show us Longrich reward scheme. Number 1 exceptional income directly into your bank account every single week. What about that? Then you can grow your network in over 150 countries and all over the world. You can even pioneer a new country if you want. All right? All expenses paid, international holiday trips, basically. Then several motivation recognition. And of course, brand new cars or cash equivalent every single year. And you can even get up to 2 to 3 every year of the cars. All right? Then still on the reward scheme, all right, you get to share profits with the company, at least 1% if you're a VIP, all right? Your network can also be inherited by your children, all right? Then you now become a parent. Please mute your microphone, all right? Now, your reward is based on group effort, not only your own singular effort, all right, which is awesome, all right? And you see, you enjoy excellent health for you and your family and your entire family, which is super awesome. And you see, all of us enjoy residual, what we call passive income for life, all right? Now, you would want to go to the beach while resting and collecting the sea breeze and enjoying yourself. Millions are landing in your accounts. That's the kind of life all of us are building. Now, one thing I realize in life, you have residual responsibilities, residual bills to pay. It's just that most people are stuck with linear income that comes once in a month and 12 times in a year, all right? Now, but your responsibilities, your bills pile up on a daily basis, isn't it? So you would want something that is residual, something that takes care of your bill, a residual income to take care of residual bills, basically, all right? Now, signing up, basically, all right, I don't know if you can see this right up very well. Now, the minimum to sign up is 40,000 naira, which everybody can afford. If you're above 16 years, basically, 40,000 shouldn't be a big deal for you to afford, all right? Then you use this 40,000 naira to purchase or 75 or 130 or 320 or 750, as the case may be, basically, to purchase home use product of your choice worth your 40,000 naira directly from Longrich, all right, which gives you about 60 PV, isn't it? Now, this is used to start a brand switch. Brand switch in the sense that you stop using what you have been using before, like Dettol soap. Some people use Fair and White. Some people use every other whatever like that. Basically, do a brand switch and start using Longrich products instead. All right. Now there is this retail order bonus that comes in also with a minimum of 30 points every month, basically, that you can also leverage. It is not compulsory. I put it here because there's serious money there, and I must teach us where we can get money, isn't it? Now, and that's why I put it in red color. It is not compulsory for you to buy. It doesn't stop your income. Does that make any sense? But if you're doing a brand switch, we know we are doing a proper brand switch, all right? Like me, for instance, I buy berry oil for my home every month. It finishes before the month ends. And berry oil alone gives me 33 points, not even 30. All right. Now the math is this: if you have about 10,000 people in your team buying just berry oil, that's well over $13,000, $13,500 in a month for you. Extra money for you. It is something we as a group want to take a look at. But trust me, if you want to go back to your
no matter what, I'm not going to give up on her love.
If you want to go back to your Dettol and every other product you've been using basically before now, you can actually go back to them, isn't it? But for us, there are 4 ways you earn your money, basically. There is developmental bonus, there's performance bonus, there is leadership bonus, and there is this last one, retail order bonus, basically, all right? I can leverage from. I think my daughter is also also teaching. All right. Now, this is the success factor. All right. This is the success factor for all of us. If you forget anything I've said earlier on, don't forget to duplicate here, all right? Now, the success factor is that everybody does a minimum of 3 persons and a maximum of 3 legs, all right? Do your 3 and let it duplicate, all right? Now, for most of us, this is no longer a new thing for us, all right? Now, I have never seen a company where you just do 3. Even if you like, don't go back and buy anymore. Do your 3 and have it duplicate. I was talking with somebody in Lagos this morning, and I told him, even if you fail at the 12th month, the last month there, you're supposed to earn 340 million. Even if you fail 95%, you are still earning 17 million. If you divide 17 million divide by 4, basically, that's 4,250,000 every single week. How much can 4 million do for you in a week? What can it do for you in a week? That means you have failed 95%. You are a failure with red marker, not even red biro, red marker, failure. 5%, now you have 5 over 100. That's what it means. I am still earning 17 million in a month. All right. Now, if you let everybody that is listening to me right now go back to their business and make sure and have a personal goal, basically, that before this week runs out, basically, I am going to secure my 3 legs. All right. And teach it to every other person in the team or in your team, basically, make it a point of duty that everybody that comes on board, basically, will have their 3 legs covered, basically. All right. Now, if you don't understand anything, please, I've told you before, you need to pause me. All right. Monitoring your business online. What you need to do to monitor your business online is to simply log on to www. It's not NSCDC now, but longlichcn.cn. All right. You can see it on the screen. For those of us that are not conversant with it, you can write it down now. Now, use your code starting with NG0, not NGO. It's NG0. You know, most people do their first mistake by putting 0 there. It's not it by putting O there. It's not O, it is 0. All right. NG0 as your username. That is your code. It's also your sponsor or placement code also. All right. Use it as as your username. Then your default password. The default password for everybody is 123. You can always change it as soon as you log on anyway, so that nobody can crash your page and know what your level. But the good thing is that no matter how they have access to your page, basically, they cannot edit anything except your profile. And the most important thing on that is your account details, where the money enters. All right. Please don't, if I mute your microphone, please don't unmute it. All right. I don't want your background noise to interfere with what we are doing. All right. Oh, my mic is mute.
Your
Hello?
network went bad.
My network didn't go bad though. All the people jumping in and jumping out, I'm trying to mute their microphone and I went and mute my own mistakenly.
Yeah.
I had to leave to come back because of, I think it was your internet. I didn't know it was mine.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, Mr. Martin, before you go far, sorry.
Where did we stop?
Talking about,
Remind me where we stopped first.
we're talking about the logon.
Okay, beautiful.
www.
Okay, beautiful.
So can I ask what I wanted to ask?
You have the floor now.
Okay.
Hi.
Please, if you're not the one talking,
I was
why
saying
not mute your microphone for crying out loud?
I'm the one talking. No problem.
It's not you I'm talking to.
Oh, okay. Hello? Just I was saying, you were talking about buying products. That if someone keeps buying the berry oil now, keeps buying the berry oil, you have. I didn't get that part.
Is anybody with you making calls?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
The person keep her voice low, please.
Keep your voice. It's done. She's done. Okay. Is applicable to Lara and that's when you start getting those earnings from those sales those persons make? Is it applicable to everybody?
You say?
The berry, like if someone goes back to buy berry oil again and again and again and again,
Yeah.
we're talking about whether retail or sales. I don't know how
Yeah.
you put it. Is it applicable to everybody? Is everybody earning if your downline goes back to buy the same product, or you get to a certain level first?
It's applicable to everybody.
All levels.
All levels.
Okay.
It's not restricted to a particular level. It must not be a diamond one. It must not be all levels. It's just that if you have more people doing that, that's more money for you.
And that means I've been using my children to buy more products now, so I'll be getting more.
Yeah, but you have to tell them it's retail order. You like this, your children, You have to tell the stockist. You have to tell the stockist this particular order is not upgrade order, it's not repeat order, it's retail order. You have to give them the instruction. Yeah.
But to see add to their PV, right?
It will add to their cumulative PV, but it will not add to their upgrade.
Oh,
so for now, I was going to say for now, you don't have to do that for now until the team is fully grown. But you must let everybody know from now.
Okay.
Let them be in the know. Sure, you understand? Don't restrict all knowledge from them.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
All right.
I have a question.
Who's that?
I have a question. Ruby, I'm online.
Yeah,
I was trying to ask you before. So you said?
You're the one not muting your microphone since.
No, my microphone is actually on mute. I was having network issues, so I've been going and come. I want to take you back a bit because you were saying something before my network went off about the 3 legs you're supposed to have. What if one of your legs is completely missing in action? What happens?
All right. When I was sharing the success factor, Abi.
When you were talking about the minimum, that is the chart, that 60 PV 3x3 challenge.
Yeah.
You said you have to you're down. What if among your first 3, like your first generation, one of your leg is missing in action, like the person is not even doing anything at all? What happens in that case?
Like the one
are you right being now? Grossly?
The screen.
Like side. You said?
Can you see the screen?
Yep, yes, the one you're showing now, yes.
Okay.
What if your first generation, the third person or one of your legs is not doing anything, like person is missing in action? What happens?
I talked about even if you fail 95%. Can you remember I said something like that, huh?
Or she just.
Huh?
So you said?
Can you remember when I said even if you fail 95%?
Yes, I think I can remember that.
So anybody basically that does not fall into that category, basically, it falls under your 95% failure.
Okay.
Yeah. That means even if all the people did not duplicate, and it's only 5% of the people that you brought into the business, either directly or indirectly, that duplicated. That's what I mean by even if you succeed just 5% and you fail 95%. Yeah. That means even if some people did not do their thing, and it's only 5% success you still have 17 million at the end of the 12 months.
Okay.
Is that clear enough?
Yep. But is there any way you can boycott that person and go higher or something? Is there any way we can go around that individual?
Yeah, there's a way we can go around it. We can decide to start doing magic by pushing them to work. But if we can't do that, basically, even if you kill yourself, some people will not be successful. We have done them a lot of good by showing them how to earn money for themselves. But you see, some people will still want you to go and do the work and come and dash them money. You get. So either ways, even if you fail woefully, you are still succeeding. You might not be the architect of that failure anyway. It might be the people you have brought. It might not be you 100%. It's just that if you achieve it 100%, it also affects you positively. But you don't need 100% success to achieve more money in network marketing. You only need 20%. All right, maximum of 20%. And that's why, in teachings, we teach the Pareto's principle, where you see 80% of the results you're going to have is going to be determined by just 20% of the people in your team. All right?
Okay.
That means 20% of those team or the number of people you have basically are going to be responsible for 80% of your results. The rest will just be floating. Even if you like, I personally, apart from putting this meeting notification on the group, I personally forwarded this meeting notification to 89 persons personally. Not broadcast to. I copy, send to 89 persons. How many people are here in this meeting? If you check, we only have 19 people. The highest number we've recorded this evening is 20. Sure, you understand?
Okay.
Where are the remaining 69 people that I sent this thing to? So even if you want people's success, if you have children, basically, you see, you can't love your children to the extent that you go and sit in class and be taking their lectures for them. You can only pay their school fees.
That's true.
Do you understand? The highest I can do, I can pay for unlimited time on Zoom and spend my night hours to bring in a lot of information that will help your business, basically, and teach it to you, all right, after showing you, all right, basically. I can't want your own success more than you want it for yourself.
That's true.
So even if you kill yourself, some people will not be successful in the business. Be honest with them, be nice to them as to show them the opportunity to earn their money, basically, all right? Don't hide the opportunity from them. Patrick, I see your hand up. Mr. Patrick, you want to say something?
Yes. I said the question I was trying to ask has already been answered.
Oh, okay then. We can continue, Shay.
Yes, yes.
All right, thank you. All right. I want to show us the growth level, basically, and the incentives that comes, the level bonuses that comes with it. All right. Now, for a lot of people on Diamond 1, all right, we are already a leader. And you see, as Diamond 1, you earn extra leadership bonus of 10%. Diamond 2 earn extra leadership bonus of 15. Diamond 3 earn extra leadership bonus of 20. Diamond 4 earn extra leadership bonus of 25. All right. Now, one of the levels incentive that comes with it, the rank incentive that comes with Diamond 4 is your capacity to also travel. All right. Now, by the time you become Diamond 5, you can also travel and you get your first car. All right. Or the cash equivalents. Now, the moment you become Diamond 6, you also travel, you get another car. Diamond 7 travel, you get another car worth $50,000 and a scholarship. All right. To China. All right. Then once you become a star director, basically, you get the travel also. You get the car, you get a house worth $150,000 and also another scholarship to study degree. Thank you. All right. Now, these are all the levels. These are higher director levels where you get to become 1-star director, 2-star director, 3-star director, 4th, and 5 is the peak. All right. Personally, my goal before July next year is to become a 5-star director. All right. And I will achieve that basically. All right. Now, the G17 system summary. We have a system that works, all right? This is our system. Number 1, invite people. Invite your social capital, basically, to a G17 BOM. You know, somebody want to ask, what is BOM? What is BOM? All right, BOM is business opportunity meetings, all right? That's the word we have adopted to start using now, BOM, all right? Want to host a bomb. I want to bomb somebody. You see, I just finished one bomb just now. And all those stuffs, all right? It's just business opportunity meetings. You see, anytime you invite people, you need to follow them up to remind them. All right? It's your business, all right? Now, after the bomb basically, or the BOM basically, you see, you need to also follow them up. You see, the fortune is always in the follow-up, all right? People are used to being led ever since they have been born, and now they are adults. Don't think they will depart from it. You need to lead them to take that decision. All right? Now, and also help them in their signing up and their product selection. You see, a lot of people probably that are coming into the business new think that they know everything. You see, you don't know everything until you are taught here. All right? So you need to help them in their product selection, help them, give them orientation and all, and how to go about their signing up basically. All right. Now then, conduct an initial planning meeting. We call it IPM, or this orientation that we're giving you right now within 48 hours of their sign up. If you sign anybody up, basically, please do that for them. All right. Now, teach them to also prepare their contact list, and we should have our own also, our contact list. You see, contact list is the engine room with which you drive this business. Like I told you, you see, you don't need more money to put into the business. You need more people to put into the business. And if you don't have a robust contact list, you are doomed to failure in this business. I bet you. Does that make any sense to us? All right. Now, schedule and execute business launches, at least 4 in 2 months. Business launch means, you see, is your own personal BOM, your own personal bomb, your own personal business opportunity meeting. Apart from the one that you normally hold every weekend, organize your own personal BOM. That is what a lot of people who are top earners in network marketing do. They don't wait for weekends. All right? Weekend meetings are for amateurs. If you want to be a master and a professional, you need to host your own business launches. And it must not be in a hotel or a public place. It can be in your parlor. It can be in your room. You can host business launch with just 10 persons, 5 of your friends. All right? Invite them over, probably to even have a brunch, probably snacks in your house, and you talk business over snack, all right, over snacks, all right. Now you must act with a sense of urgency. See, it is very, very easier to build the business fast than slow. Slow and steady in this business will strangle you to death, all right? And you will never see that the fault is your own. You can never see it, but it is 100% your fault, all right? It is easier to build this business faster than slow. And you see, you need to plan and set targets for yourself. And one of the things that you need to constantly be doing every minute and seconds of your life is to avoid dream killers. And that's why I say I post 4 ingredients for success on the group each and every time that I'm opportune to do that. You see, number 1, determine what you want. That's part of the vital ingredient for your success. Number 2, determine what you're willing to reschedule or give up for what you want. You see, every result you will want to create in life, basically, you must give up something. Either your time, either your football time, your movie time, your gossip time, or any time, basically, that you use in doing unproductive things, all right? Your parapor meeting time and everything. You see, you must sacrifice something to get your result, all right? And always avoid dream killers like a plague. They will kill you before you know it, all right? Now, you see, there's a man that wrote a book called The Most Beautiful Business on Earth, all right? His name is Rob Keep. He's one of the top leaders in network marketing too. He says, everyone who has a goal must distance himself from the influence that push him in the opposite direction, all right? Now, one of the ingredients of success is this. You see, you must always hang out with people who can help you achieve your goal. Only with people who can help you achieve your goal. All right. Then one of the men I also respect a lot in the industry, his name is Longrich Emmanuel. All right. Now, he said something I love so much. He said, if there's one reason I was successful, super successful in this business, it is my resolute decision to associate only with people that will help me succeed. All right. Now, if you are determined to do this business, basically, and you still keep association that discourages you from doing this business, see, you are doing yourself a lot of harm. Now, if this business have the capacity of paying one person 8 million per week, you also deserve the right and you have the capacity to earn the same money. Does that make any sense to us? All right. Now, then lastly, or second to the last, relaunch your business as often as possible and invite people to each business opportunity meetings. All right. Now, this is how your business will be built today, yesterday, tomorrow, and forever. Does that make any sense to us? Now, you have the right and you have the capacity to grow your income and incentive to a freedom lifestyle. It will not just come to you because you are wishing it. They call it network marketing. And you see, every time you always host a business launch, obey your leader on how to chat, all right? Always ask. Everybody does a maximum of 3 legs, all right? If you have more than 3 people, basically, chat based on first come, first serve, basically, all right? Except probably you have your favorite you want to favor over some people, basically. Then you can do that, but you see, you must always be fair to everybody. All right. Now, this is the success formula. All right. Now, your level of success in network marketing is equal to your level of skill multiplied by your level of action. You see, there is no way you can develop this skill without going through all those audios I gave you people. I wish I can have the brain to listen to it for everybody, but I can't listen to it for you. You must develop yourself. You see, your level of personal development in this business determines your level of success. If you don't develop yourself, basically, you can never succeed. Just the same way, if you don't develop yourself in the accounting world, basically, you can never become an effective accountant. It's the same thing. All right? So it's not something you just throw in money and relax and watch the magic happens. No. You see, the company says just do 3. Tell everybody to do 3. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. I don't know why people find it very difficult to do it. All right? And if you really want to do it, basically, you will do it. All right. If you don't want to do it, you'll find a lot of excuses as to not do it. And you see, if you ever have one excuse as to why you are not successful yet in this business, success is still far from you. All right. Let me ask us something. What are your excuses? Should we go through them? Is it that I don't have time? I am too busy. I don't have enough education. I am too old. I am too young. People will not believe me. I don't have money to invest. I don't know how to convince people. They won't believe me, or my spouse will allow me to do this business, or my kids take all my time. Let me show you somebody that will challenge you. I will challenge you 100%. How many of us know this guy? Nick Vujicic. All right. Nick Vujicic was born without arms and limbs, basically. All right. But you see, he's not only a millionaire and super successful, he is also married with 2 complete kids. None of them is handicapped. Now, how many of us have more capacity physically than this young man here? All of us. So tell me again, what are those your excuses? Huh? So you understand now that you see, for any excuse you have right now, you are bigger than them. All right? You have just not found a good reason why you should build your business. All right? I love what Jim Rohn said. He said, we must all suffer one of 2 pains. It's either you suffer the pain of discipline or you suffer the pain of regret. All right? And my prayer for us is that we will not suffer the pain of regret in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Amen.
Amiyo.
Amen.
All right, let's continue. All right. Now, you need to have the right mindset. You need to have the right mindset. All right. And you are the one that is supposed to give that to yourself. Number 1, get rid of ignorant, negative, pessimistic people. All right. Get rid of them no matter who they are to you. All right. Now, be proud of what you do, basically. You have to first be proud of what you do and surround yourself with positivity. Get rid of negative people. They will kill you without knowing. All right? Now, do not waste your time and energy in arguments with ignorant people. Mark Twain said something. He said, you see, anytime you waste your time with ignorant people, you can never win. You can never win them in an argument because they will drag you down to their level and beat you up with experience. They are very, very experienced in ignorance, so you can't win them. All right? So never waste your time in argument with them. All right? Now, set clearly defined goals and work towards achieving them. Always write your goals down. You see, there is nothing is credible if it is not documented. That means if your goal is always in your head and it's not written down, you can never achieve it. And that's why the scripture says, you see, you need to write the vision and make it plain. That means you need to make it clear so that anybody that reads it basically can run with it. And who reads it is you. So you can run with it. So if your vision is still in the air, you need to do something about it. You need to have a jotter for the business. You need to have your goal clearly defined, basically, all right? And never waste your energy trying to compete with anybody. We are not in competition. Does that make any sense to us? All right. Now, share your opportunity with as many as you can. And you see, don't use your brain to prejudge. I was telling somebody in Lagos this morning, a young man came to my hotel room this morning before I checked out. And I was telling him, I say, if you see, the mind is more powerful than the brain. If you check your brain capacity, your intellect, your logic that you have, basically, you were taught, your lecturers taught you, your parents taught you when you were children, your religious leaders taught you, and now you are grown, you are an adult, isn't it? You think you are intelligent. Now, not knowing that, you see, you are programmed by all these people that have taught you. And I'll ask the young man a question. All these people that taught you, that gave you the logic you have that you think is your own today, are any of them, do you ever, by any chance, have a billionaire ever taught you? Somebody who is a billionaire? He said, no. I said, then how in the hell do you think the logic, the intellect you have right now can give you billions? You only suffer and suffer and struggle until you die. All right. But you see, your mind, the mind that you have its own way of connecting to the infinite intelligence of the universe that brings to you all possibilities. But you see, each time you see an amazing opportunity, basically, all right, it's your mind that wants it first. When you see a private jet, when you see brand new cars, it's your mind will want it. Your mind wants it. But you see, your brain, which is the seat of your logic, will always tell you that, you see, the village you came from, there's nobody who has ever achieved that. It's logic now, all right? And you see, all the people that programmed you, that gave you that particular logic, are poor people. But your mind that is rich wants it, all right? And that's why you see, anytime we see good thing, we want it for ourselves first. But in the long run, you see, by the time we start using our brain to always justify what we want, basically, we shy away from it, and we see every impossibility as to why we cannot achieve that which our mind desires. All right. But you see, there's a way you can free your mind, because you see, the brain, which has the seat of that accommodates logic, basically, which is part of the whole of your body, is always and will always be the part of your mind. All right. So if you always make decisions with your brain, you are making a very wrong decision, basically. All right. Always make decisions with your mind. All right. And let your brain not tell you as to how you can never achieve it. Don't allow your brain to always deprive you of the wonderful life you can always live. All right. So anytime you set your eyes on anybody, on people, basically, all right, you need to share this amazing opportunity with them, and don't use your brain and logic to check out if they have the money in the first place to pay, or they don't even look like they will be successful. You might not know who you're helping in the long run. All right. So never prejudge anybody that you see. Show your opportunity and show it to as many people that cross your path. All right. Now, still on that, and stay focused. Basically, what is focus? Basically, I say focus is follow one course until you're successful. All right. Do the daily discipline until you achieve your goal. Do the daily affirmations, do the daily goal, do the daily dreams that you have laid out for yourself until you become super successful. But you see, just like the miracle of the Chinese bamboo, if there's one day you are skipping, because you see, there is this myth that everybody goes through most of the time, that you see, you need to slow down a little bit. See, it will strangle you to death. It will strangle you to death. I was telling somebody, I don't get tired. Why? Because my mind never accepts that this body can get tired. So I can do a whole show for a whole day and not even feel a slight of headache. But you see, the moment I agree that my mind agrees with the body, that the body gets tired, you see, I start feeling all the normal thing that most normal people feel, basically. But you see, so long as this body is subject and it remains a servant to my mind, I use my mind to tell the body what the body should feel at all times. All right. And so you see, I can easily set my goals and get to work and achieve it, because you see, my mind goes out and connect to the universe and put everything in place to make sure that, you see, what this guy is out for, he will be successful. All right. Now, let me show us something. Avoid the following stuffs, basically wanting to reap while you're still sowing. All right. Remember that your effort is high at the beginning and your income is low. I said something about the millionaire school the other time, and nobody has reminded me anymore. You see, the first time when you start network marketing is as if you are working a whole lot and there's no result to show for it. See, you are gathering momentum. Never, ever, ever in your life chicken out at that moment. All right. Now, there'll come a point in your life in this opportunity whereby you just wake up and see millions without even knowing where they are coming from. Why? Because your work, your efforts, your momentum is beginning to show forth. All right. Now, a time will come when your cup will be filled up, basically, and you start flowing in affluence. But you see, it's always looking hard, or the hardest at the beginning. But trust me, if you continue with discipline and consistency with the way we are all going, basically, we can become super successful in no distant time. And you see, following that success factor I showed us earlier on, everybody doing 3, you are bound to be super successful from your 12 months. All right. Now, How many people, avoid saying how many people are under me now. I have so few people under me now. Don't stress yourself with that. All right. Thinking that your success is dependent on your upline is a lie. Your success is never and will never be dependent on your upline. Work to become a leader yourself. All right. Now, I don't like the product sent to me. Basically, is one of the myths that discourages a lot of people from taking the necessary actions in the business. You see, if ever for one day, for a day, the product is the reason why the reason why you will not do the business, that means you are not even seeing the bigger picture in the business. A time will come, you can even use over 1 million to buy products for yourself and share to the motherless, and share to the needy, basically. Not even become a problem for you anymore. All right. Now, need to mute this guys. Need to mute these guys. Huh. All right. Now, mute. Can we all hear me?
Yep.
All right, beautiful.
Yes, we can.
Right. Now, do not focus on the product. Do not focus on the products. I repeat, do not focus on the product. The products are just like a recompense for your capital. All right. Now, set your sight on the fortune. There's a whole lot of money to be earned here. All right. There's a whole lot of money to be earned here. All right. Now, why do you need to plan for Diamond 7? All right. Number one reason, I didn't type here, Diamond 7 is your exit out of the level of diamonds into the level of the stars. All right. At the event on Saturday, we were told that all star directors are going to have their duplexes in Lekki and they are going to write their names on the roof. All right. When I had the chance of meeting with the GMD, we're talking with the GMD. Basically, I said I want my own building to be written with my wife's name. My wife grew up in Lagos, and I want all Lagosians to know that, you see, she has come back to wreak some havoc in a good way here. All right. Now, number one reason is this. You see, it is the fastest and the surest way to a faster growth in the business. All right. You also start earning big money at that level. All right. You get international vacations plus your second or your third brand new car at that particular level. And you also, that's the first level at which they give you scholarship. All right. And it's your send forth party into the level where the stars. All right. All right. Now, the event that is coming up in March, the GMD said that all star directors are going to be flown in a helicopter to Echo Hotels. I want to be in that helicopter by March. All right. And I want to become a 5-star director by July. So I'm working tirelessly every day, every night, putting my energy to work basically and my intellect so that I can enjoy the helicopter ride. I saw the limousine ride. It was something else. You needed to see where over 6,000 to 7,000 people had already gathered. That was when all the stars directors started coming out. And you can imagine the cheers from people. All right, and they shout, the aura of their presence, basically. All right. Now, where is our next destination? Talking about all expense paid, international vacation. And the next, I used to think that Tanzania is worse than Nigeria, for instance, until I saw the Zanzibar in Tanzania, and I was wowed. All right. Now, imagine spending about a week at this resort in Tanzania. Whatever, the paparazzi is massive, and you don't have to pay a dime for it. All right. So I went to personally put some of the pictures here so that we can see. Now, then imagine spending another week in Dubai, and you don't have to pay for it. Somebody takes care of the bill. And they still give you extra pocket money. I think it's wonderful. It's worth working for. You're earning the money and you're getting all the paparazzi, all right? Now, what is your personal target? What is your main goal, all right, for the next 12 months? You see, no matter how juicy or shabby your goal is, basically, put it down, write it down. I told you earlier on, there's nothing that is credible until it is documented. You need to document your goals, basically, all right? Now, Zig Ziglar said something I love so much. He said, a goal properly set is halfway reached. If you set your goal properly, you're halfway there, all right? Now, when you're inviting people, I need to say this, very important. When you're inviting people to BOMs, that is the bomb, and your business launch, avoid the following terms. Avoid telling them, come and listen to Longrich. Avoid telling them network marketing. Avoid telling them it is MLM. Now, I'll tell you why, all right? Now, the reason why is this, you see, a lot of network marketing companies have bastardized the industry, and you see, people have their fingers burnt in a lot of most difficult network marketing companies on one or the other, basically. So when you tell them, they already know that, okay, according to their frame of reference, basically, they will prejudge and prejudge and prejudge based on their the intellects they think they have, which they're actually deficient in them, all right, and not show up, all right. Then secondly, you also need to avoid slow start, all right. Like I normally tell most new business owners, basically, see, your first 2 months are your most vital, and it doesn't matter if you have burnt 2 months already, have done nothing. All right, you can say, okay, in the next 2 months is going to be my own first 2 months, all right, and start today as we're talking, all right. Now, your business launches should be hosted within the next 7 days. That's 1 week of your sign up, basically, all right. Now, if you miss it probably before, you can decide now, and you need to host at least 4 business launches in your first 2 months, basically, all right, as in personal business launches. Right now, you need to put together a sequence of private and home presentations. And don't say my home is not presentable enough. If it is good enough for you to sleep there, it is good enough for anybody who will respect you to come. Does that make any sense? There's no need to be shy about your home or anywhere. If you can live there, then anybody that respects you will come to your home to see what you have to offer. All right. Now, you can get all the names on your contact list to attend business opportunity meetings within 2 months. What did I say? Get all the names on your contact list to attend business opportunity meetings within 2 months. All right. Now, you need a minimum of 100 persons on your contact list. Each and every one of us can influence over 200 people. And all we're asking for is for you to influence just 100. And you put it at the back of your mind that 80% of the people you are going to show the opportunity will not do it. So don't let their own stupidity or ignorance of the fact that you are helping them rob you of your own amazing opportunity, basically, all right? Go for the few people that will say yes to your opportunity and create results with them, basically, all right? Now, encourage your prospects, the ones that are already married, all right, to attend with their spouses, if that's possible, or with a friend, basically. Now, the thing is this, you see, if I am a husband and you are inviting me for a meeting, basically, and I'm taking the meeting, I go for the meeting without my wife. You know, definitely by the time I go back home, I want to tell my wife of the meeting I went back to. And if my wife is not there, there's every tendency that my wife will want to discourage me from doing the business. All right? Because the knowledge I have already, she doesn't. And I might not be able to communicate that knowledge to her effectively for her to understand. All right? Now, after every business opportunity meetings, being it your own personal business launch or a general business opportunity meeting, you need to follow them up fast, immediately. Don't wait for 24 hours to do that. Follow up and close immediately. And you need to also perfect your follow-up approach. And that's why I gave us all those audios. I might not be with everybody. I have well over 160 people in my team already. I might not be with you one after the other to start following you up on what to do or what not to do. And that's why you see, it is very, very easy to duplicate materials and have you go through them. But if you don't go through them, how will you know what to do? All right? And that's why you see, every day, every minute, you see me listening to one particular audio or one particular message or reading one particular book on how to increase my knowledge capacity, basically. all right? And always follow the instruction of your chatting manager or your leader, basically, because they have gone probably a step ahead of you, and they can show you exactly what you need to do. If they can't show you by themselves, they can show you where you need to get the knowledge from, all right? Then invitation challenges. You see, these are some of the major challenges basically that you're going to face by the time you want to invite people for business opportunity meetings or for what we call it, for your business launches, basically. All right. Now, people will ask you a question: what is this seminar all about? All right. Now, you can answer them this way. You can answer them is leveraging teamwork to earn income. Or G17 is a business club or a business group that helps you have a plan B source of income. All right. Now, some people can even go ahead and say, come, what are you telling me? I won't come unless you tell me more. All right. You can answer them this way and say, I can't tell you everything that a presentation or a class can show you. I am not the teacher for the day. Seeing is believing. Why not come and see for yourself? Right? Some people will pose that, okay, I am too busy. You can really, you're busy achieving your own dream or the dream of others or other people's dream. Because for every employer that employs you, you are helping that employer to achieve his own dream, basically. All right. Now, so some people will still fail to come even if you kill yourself. All right. Now, if they fail to come like that, don't worry about it. It's a normal thing. So what? Look for the next person to invite, basically. All right. Now, and don't take anything personal. Now, strategic giving means, you see, you need to focus on some specific people who have needs. All right. The person that is opening the country, Burundi, to me right now, I gave somebody a particular set of products, basically, that led to somebody signing up and somebody leading to another somebody that signed up, that is opening up that country for me today. And today alone, I've signed up 3 people personally. Today alone, that is Monday, that everybody is just trying to prepare for the week. All right. Why? Because you see, I learned something from Jim Rohn. He said, how do you prepare for tomorrow? You don't wait until tomorrow comes before you start preparing for it. You prepare from tomorrow, from today. All right. How do you prepare for a new week? You prepare for next week from this week. How do you prepare for a new year? It's not until 31st of December you start saying, I want to write down my new year resolution. You prepare for a new year from the previous year. And that's why you see, I create results anytime I want to create results. Why? Because I make my preparations ahead of time. All right. Now, give out some product as gifts in a month or in 2 months or in 1 week, depending on how you want to do your own. All right. To stimulate future sign-ups for you. All right. It gives you less effort and more results. All right. So at every point in time, you need to demand and build your social capital. Social capital is the only thing you need to make money in this business. And social capital are everywhere. They are everywhere. All right. Now, doing presentation, basically. Oh my God, mute this microphone now. All right. Now, presentations, attend as many presentations as possible. You see, a lot of people have this notion that I have seen presentation before now. What is new there that they are going to tell us again that we have not seen? You see, you're undoing yourself and see, like my people say the death that will kill you will first blind and deaf you first. You see, how you will fizzle out of the business start softly is very, very soft, like a smooth operator. One day you just wake up and not see any reason why you need to earn money in Longrich again. All right. Now, but by the time you associate with people of like minds, basically it boosts your own confidence. All right, and pushes you out to go and produce results, basically. So attend as many presentations as possible, attend as many meetings, as many trainings as possible. Now, my own personal, for trainings, my personal notion is this. You see, for you to say I have done this training, you should have gone over that training at least 14 to 15 times. Yes. All right. The fact that you did it once does not mean, the fact that you have gone through this training right now does not mean you have actually understood everything. Forget all those ones that we have been saying we don't have questions. I can go back to a particular slide right now and it will look as if I've not even gone through it before. All right. Now, in presentations, be disciplined. Switch off your phones. All right. If you can't switch it off, put it on silent or vibration. And don't pick calls during presentation. All right. Now, don't ask questions during presentation. Somebody will ask, why won't I ask questions if I'm hearing something for the first time? Now, if you're already on board the business and you're asking questions where your guests are, what do you think they'll think of you? You don't even know what you're bringing them to come and see. All right? Nobody is saying don't ask your question, but you ask your questions during training like this. All right? But where you have your visitors or your guests at a presentation, don't be the one to ask questions. Let them be the one to ask questions. All right? And at every presentation, all right, whether you're the one organizing it or you're part of the organizing people or you're part of the team, basically, punctuality is key. You need to be there early. Let it not be written that you are the one that is coming late and you're part of the people organizing it or you're part of the team. All right? And don't beg anybody to attend any of your presentations. Don't beg for attendance, please. And you see, during presentations, you need to be prepared. You need to carry registration forms, all right? And if you brought takeaways for them, fine. But registration forms are very, very important, all right? Now, you also need to own every presentation. Either it's going to be business launch or a general business opportunity meeting. You need to make it your own. Whether you're the one paying for the hall or not, you need to make that presentation your own. How do you own a presentation? If we're hosting the presentations, for instance, and we have about 100 people in attendance, and only me invited 70 people, and the 70 people are in the hall, that is my presentation already. Are you getting me? That means at every presentation, let your own invitees be the highest. That's what it means, all right? Then as I wind down, you see, challenges will come. Like I told you earlier on, to wish challenges away is to wish your success away. The question is how you choose to react to it, all right? How you choose to react to all those challenges. If you check this man who has been digging diamonds, you see, he was very close because he has experienced a lot of series. His frame of reference, I've told him that I have suffered enough and nothing is coming out, abandon it. So don't get so close to your breakthrough, basically, and abandon your success, all right? So are we going to turn our backs on the possibility of tomorrow? No. I was telling that young man today in Lagos, you see, poor people look for guarantees, and that's why they look for a job easily. Wealthy people look for possibilities. You do business with possibility, not guarantee. There's no guarantee that you're going to earn 8 million in 1 week. But there's every possibility that I can earn 200 million per month and 50 million per week. All right? Now, what will bring that possibility to reality is what you do, basically. All right? Your attitude basically determines your altitude in this business. Not your upline, not your downline, not even your cross lines, not anybody in the business. It is you. All right? Now, as I wind down, I would love to make a few announcements. You see, the next training we're going to do is going to be gateway skills. All right? I've done a serious editing on that gateway skills. It's going to be something different. All right? Now, it's going to be either within a week from today, basically, or within this week. All right? Now, there are recommended literatures and CDs. You can contact your upline, the person who brought you into the business, to help you get out some, all right, if you really, really want to build this business and develop yourself. All right? How many of us can see the screen?
Yeah.
We can see the screen, right? Okay. There's a short book. It's a very short book, 45 seconds presentation. It's an ebook, all right? There's First Step in Network Marketing by Randy Gage. It's an ebook, also very short book. Now, this one is an audiobook, Dare to Dream and Work to Win by Dr. Tom Barrett. Then there's another one, Basic Longrich Training, all right? Basically, we can all do that one from our back office. Then I've also given out this book by Jim Rohn, Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn, and 7 Secrets to Creating 7 Figures by Matt Morris. They are all audio CDs. All right. All of them can be found in G17 Welcome Pack, basically. All right. And very soon, our own G17 website will be up live. I thought we'll celebrate that. All right.
Ooh.
All right.
Woo.
Bravo.
Offering time.
Same time.
Blessing time.
All right. If you have not followed G17 on YouTube, you can follow us on YouTube. We'll be uploading more videos, basically, and we'll not put our intellectual materials there anyway. It is strictly for us. We can put it on our website and add price to it if anybody wants it. We'll go and buy. All right. Then you need to read this book, The Business of the 21st Century, also by Robert Kiyosaki, to be of help to a lot of persons. All right. How many of us are excited about these assignments? All right. So in the next, I've taken everybody's name in attendance of this meeting tonight. All right. Next, our next meeting, I'm going to ask us this question. What's happening? Why do we have our microphones on? All right. I'm going to ask us these few questions in our next meeting, basically. Number one, have you written down your phone contacts? Are they up to 100? Now, when is your second business launches? All right. Now, prepare to answer this question. Have you finished studying the literature? And we're going to ask a few questions from all the literatures, basically. All right. Then you need to tell us your why also, and what is your 6 and 12-month goal. All right. And you need to tell us the first, the third, the 6th, and the 12-month target also. All right. Now, answers to the above questions will qualify you for the next training session. If not, me personally will ban you from that training session. All right. Now, if you really want to be successful, you will work on yourself. All right. Instead of having materials and not going through them. All right. But if you really want to be successful, Martins will go with you 100% to make sure you achieve that success. All right. Then prospecting online, you can use our Facebook page. That reminds me, I need somebody to be an admin on that page and have access to the page also and the closed group too. All right. I can take any volunteer from anywhere, basically. All right. You can also follow us, our Facebook page at G17 Worldwide. And you can add me on Twitter, add me on mail me. That's my email there. I think I need to put G17 email too. Send to G17 at gmail.com and at yahoo.com also. For those of us who likes Instagram too, you can also follow me on Instagram at Martini_Alonso. Then that's all. In closing, we have 5 basic rules in G17. Rule number 1 is never ever give up. Rule number 2 is to remember rule number 1, never ever to give up, right? Rule number 3 is to make sure everybody do their 3 legs. Make sure everybody you show the opportunity do their 3 legs, all right? Number 4, keep the team spirit alive. Keep the togetherness alive. And rule number 5 is this: dream daily. Have a daily dream of the good things you will use your excess wealth you're going to achieve from Longrich to achieve to the benefit of your fellow men or to humanity generally. All right. So thank you very much for your time. You have a great lifestyle to lead. You see me bubbling in California with some white guys. That's Lake Tahoe. Went to, this is Nevada. That was 2014. This is Dallas with some white guys and some black guys spoiling my picture, posing with white people. All right. So thank you very much for your time. If you have 1 or 2 questions, I'll take them basically and we'll fire down.
Our pictures. Have you taken
Thank
a
you,
picture?
sir.
Any question?
Please stop making us jealous. Thank you.
Who, me?
Your pictures.
Okay, let me stop sharing.
Are we taking our pictures?
Stop pictures. Everybody can make it.
Okay. It is well, Nigeria. So,
What's that?
they've taken the lights. Eh? Which kind of thing be this? Of all time now.
Sir, are we taking the picture?
No, wait first. Don't take picture yet. Let me find an alternative light before you talk about picture. Wait.
I'm faceless. You can take the picture like that.
This is bad. How can NEPA do this to me? For PHC?
Hey, yeah.
Become a billionaire, so you have to listen.
When you're ready, let me know.
No, don't worry, don't worry.
What's the picture for?
I have Lumo here. There's Lumo. MTN Lumo.
Let me wear my wig. I'm coming. Let me wear my wig.
Please, wait for...
Leave the wig now.
Needs to...
Where is Dr. Nana? I see more. The one having Madam Milk. Please celebrate Milka all the way from.
Are you taking the picture?
Celebrate Milka all the way from Kano.
Wow.
Yay. Welcome, Milka.
He's our leader handling Kano. That's the name it I'm seeing. Oh, now what? Mr. Ibrahim is here. Where is Tokwe? Where is Big Daddy?
Big Daddy is here.
Tokwe is not online.
Hello.
This is Sebube.
Hello.
Who owns this? Who owns this? That is very noisy. We can hardly hear you. We all set for the program. One, two,
2, 3.
There's one more shot. One more shot.
So.
One more shot.
Cynthia,
Yeah.
Cynthia,
One more
don't
shot.
you have camera?
One more
Go and snap
shot,
yourself.
please.
I want us
No,
to-
one more shot.
I want to
Go and snap yourself.
two persons who are cheating.
Don't be beefing me. One more shot.
Cynthia.
One.
Cynthia, go
down.
and snap yourself.
Auntie, calm down.
I want us to celebrate Nemesis, Mr. Patrick, and Mr. and Dr. Nana for achieving new ranks in the team.
You
Yeah.
two left me out.
Wow.
What about me?
Doctor.
Wow.
And our own very, very commander-in-chief, the G17 police, Cynthia.
Hey yo.
No, I understand.
Yes.
Who's that they wear wig instead of beret?
Hey. So,
Oh, wow.
All right, guys.
see the people. See the people who go climb that stage next year to collect those awards.
I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see those princesses.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm coming on Sunday now. You see them. One is in the sitting room. She's not sleeping.
Mrs. Ebubi.
Yeah.
Ebubi, finally. You have another Ebubi. When if you see big man, it's Ebubi too. Can you see big man on the screen? Big man, can you say hi? Let the female Ebubi see you.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Thank you very much. You guys are the best. Now, I will announce the person taking us on this particular training next week on the group before the week runs out.
Wow.
Okay.
But before I put the slide on the group, I'll kick a lot of people who are not legally in G17 out of the group first. They will not steal our property. Come and take
Have you?
Oh, okay. Perfect. So,
all right. So we need to all be ready, and I'll pick the most likely, the most unexpected person to train us on the orientation next week.
You're fresh.
So if you don't want me to take you unaware, just send me a private chat on WhatsApp that I want the slide so that I can study the slide ahead of time. If not, I'll take it. All right. So thank you very much. I need to go now. I need to do my daily discipline.
Okay.
All right. Good night, everyone.
bye.
Wait.
Bye.
The training is also on record. All right. If you want it, I can make it and probably send it and try to probably convert it.
I didn't hear the last part.
I recorded the training.
Okay, it's what that is.